Good luck to all of you. Up first, I would like you to all join me in welcoming East High School with the HALO program.
Good morning. We're the East High Angels, hailing from the City Park neighborhood, and we represent HALO, which stands for Hope Plus Action Equals Love for Our Oceans. My name is Miles Bach.
My name is Dallin Faye.
My name is Rahel Talahun.
My name is Bianca Ernest.
My name is Maya Chavkin.
My name is Will Palmquist.
My name is Julius Wilson.
My name is Ajay Milliner.
And we're here to talk to you guys about the oceans.
We have decided to take on David Gallow's challenge to save our oceans from plastic pollution. No matter where you live, we all have an impact on our oceans. We, representing Colorado, want to make a statement that we can save our oceans even as a landlocked state. Almost all of non-recycled plastic ends up in our oceans, in places like the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, which consists of mostly plastic and is about the size of the United States and growing. If we don't act now, our oceans become more bottles than water.
In the future, we would like our school to have hydration stations throughout our building so students could be encouraged to use reusable water bottles instead of plastic water bottles. We want Aquafina water bottle vending machines removed from our school so students will not have to pay $1.25 for a plastic water bottle that would eventually be thrown away. With this, we would like to have more recycling bins around our school, so even if students have a plastic water bottle, it can be put in the correct place to be reused. Lastly, we would like to get a bottling bill passed in the state of Colorado. Only 10 states in our country have a bottling bill, and we would like to have Colorado added to that list.
In order to reduce Colorado's negative impact on the ocean, we have started to create a coalition of people in order to start the process of passing a bottle bill. A bottle bill requires a minimal refundable deposit on beverage containers, and it's also known as a container deposit law. One of our first steps in this process was to create a petition. The petition was designed for people in our community to show support for this piece of legislation. We have future events prepared to get more signatures and raise awareness for Colorado's bill. These events include the Earth Day kickoff and America Recycles Day. Essentially, the bottle bill will promote recycling throughout the state because it offers an incentive. Specifically, New York's bottle bill has resulted in their state recycling on average 90 million plastic bottles annually.
The new water filtration stations promotes the use of reusable water bottles. The Outlook Monmouth University researchers found that the use of these systems saves on average 36,000 16.9-ounce water bottles annually. With these stations, people are constantly reminded of their impact on the ocean. Because the hydration stations keep account of the bottles saved, they will be implemented into East High School as of April this year.
Because a statewide piece of legislation can be something very difficult for just a group of high school students to implement, we have contacted many organizations and state legislators to ensure that we have the largest pool of resources to draw from as possible. These include Teens for Oceans, an organization provided to us by the Aspen Institute, as well as Colorado Association for Recycling and Colorado Youth Advisory Council. We also have talked and met with the offices of our state legislator, Beth McCann, in ensuring that we have a strategy going forward for gaining more sponsors.
Another large supporter of our campaign has been the East High School student body. We had our first event on Valentine's Day where we put out recycling bins and asked people to sign our petition. We received hundreds of signatures from East students and staff.
The East National Arts Honor Society was also a large supporter. They helped create a logo and have also agreed to work with us in creating a sculpture that will be made out of plastic reused bottles that we have collected. We hope to have the sculpture as a permanent fixture in our school to remind students of their impact on our oceans. It's our hope to unveil this sculpture on our Earth Day event, April 22nd.
Thanks to support from our community and student partners, we have been able to pour the foundation of a sustainable campaign. With the bottle bill, we have established the framework for future endeavors, and we hope to continue work with the intentions of instilling integrity into our community and for the advancement of green technology in our future and for the betterment of our oceans. Thank you.
Awesome. And now I'm going to turn it over to the judges, but just quickly before I do, would everyone turn off your cell phones, please? And the teams that are next to present, I need you to go out and meet with Katie or someone from our team just outside in the hallway there. And that should be a regular part of our process today. If you're next, sneak out, when we get to the Q&A part, sneak out to meet with Katie and get yourselves together. Okay, judges, you have 3 minutes now to ask questions. I give you your students. You use the mic, please.
I have a question about your engagement of the community. I know you talked about the 2 legislators, but what was the response from the rest of the members of the school, your school community, and how about any community members outside of the East community?
Well, we continue to have, we had a Valentine's Day kickoff event in which we informed students about our bottle bill, and they signed our petition and showed their support for it and learned about what the benefits of a bottle bill would be in our state. And they really understood that it wouldn't just be in effect in our community, in our immediate community, but in our whole state. So in our Colorado as a whole.
In passing the legislation, what's involved in that? How long is that going to take? Will it happen before you all leave and graduate, or what does that look like?
It can be as much as 2 years to past when we graduate high school. That's where we're trying to get as many East students involved as possible and incorporating clubs. We have a Teens for Oceans club actually at East, a chapter of the organization, and just getting different members involved and getting them inspired so that they're able to partner with us and become part of this bottle bill in order to have as much needed support. And it can be as much as it can be a 4-year process. It can take a long time, but we're willing to put in that amount of work and make sure that we increase our network of organizations, legislators, and potentially get as many sponsors as possible so we can put forward the best piece of legislation as possible.
Thank you all. Quick question. You've done a great job of reaching out to a number of stakeholders in your community and representatives. Can you speak a little bit about any activity and conversations you've had with the business community?
First of all, we worked also with our own Students Art Club, the National Arts Honor Society, and we plan on working with them to put together a sculpture made of reused bottles that we would like to unveil during our Earth Day event. And we hope it would be permanent and stay in our school to remind everyone of their impact on the ocean.
And in addition to that, we have planned to go to local businesses and have out front of such a grocery store and get our petition with more signatures and make sure that we get more people outside of just our East community involved on this petition. And we already have hundreds of signatures, but we just need additional support on that.
Great stuff, son. What about sort of getting students to change their behavior? You're talking about getting people to bring a water bottle around with them that's reusable. Is that sort of hard to do, do you think? And what could you do to kind of encourage that?
Well, kids at our school we've actually noticed are actually pretty flexible in terms of how they in their actions and stuff. And like we said, we're planning on removing the plastic water bottle vending machines from our school. And so honestly, bringing a water bottle to school might not be an option anymore. It might, if you want to have a water bottle to carry around, you're not going to be able to buy one anymore, so you're going to have to bring your own reusable one and fill it up at our hydration stations, which will reduce the amount of water bottles we end up throwing away.
And with that, I have to cut you off. That's 3 minutes. I know it goes by fast. That is East High School, everybody.